most people aren't really familiar how to leverage Instagram to market their product or market their services. This is especially true if you're running a B2C type offer, or if you run a sales agency, one of your clients is running a B2C type offer. If you're not leveraging Instagram, you are leaving so much money on the table and in the market for someone else like this guy to take. I'm gonna give you a breakdown of a front-end value B2C sales process that isn't theoretical. This isn't something from 2 years ago or 3 years ago. This is something that we're using right now on one of our offers, one of our internal offers. Again, if you run a sales agency, or you're thinking about running a sales agency, or if you help your clients get leads, book calls, all that good stuff, you'll find this helpful. Again, like, subscribe, share, all that good noise, and let's dive in. So the Instagram B2C sales process, and this one is a bit more value driven. And I'll show you why this is value driven. So really quick, this process, this particular sales process that I'm going to be going over is more suited for B2C than B2B. Now, I'm not saying this won't work for B2B. This setup works best, in my opinion, if you or your client, if you're running a sales agency, is selling B2C products or services. It might work for B2B, but from trial and error over the past 2-something years, with this particular sales process, this particular funnel, we found it to be best for B2C, all right, business to consumer products and business to consumer services. So also this requires you to also build some sort of organic brand, do content and all that, but that's not what this video is going to be on. So Instagram B2C sales process value driven. So really quick, you can set up inbound DMs via meta ads or quote unquote link in your bio if you have a decent size of organic reach on your IG profile or your personal Facebook profile. But the DM ads will perform 10x to even 100x better than your bio or a link in bio type. I'm always a proponent of speed. If you want to scale fast, if you want to get results fast, if you want to test the market fast, do paid ads. If you value your money more than your time, then spend the next month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, testing what works, what doesn't work with the audience that you have. If you want to reach more people, more audience, just pay Facebook, pay IG, pay Meta, right, as a company, and they'll do it for you. Anyways, so inbound DM, CTA, call to action, right? If you want to do XYZ, this is a whole marketing conversation I don't want to get into. This is just a sales process. If you want to do XYZ, DM me the word ABC, whatever it might be. So 2 things happen. Number 1, you're doing either paid ads or organic. First, let's do the easier way, which I think is paid ads. All right. Paid ads, you have a CTA, an ad goes out, whether it's video, static, you have a picture, anything. It goes out to your target audience, assuming you have a decent media buyer or you are familiar with media buying yourself, doing decent paid traffic yourself. I will give you XYZ with this word, right? So the person DMs you the word. In our case, I'll give you an example. We have a word called sales or closer for people who want to get into the high ticket closing space. And we have a value Google Doc, right? It's a Google Doc with action steps, how to get to 10K a month on your own. It's a do-it-yourself approach. And that Google Doc is filled with testimonials and different approaches, explaining what a high ticket space is, so on and so forth. And I'll do a different video on how to set up a value Google Doc. So you send them a value Google Doc. They're familiar with their services or they're not. And they have to almost admit to you that they need your services. All right, these 2 things have to happen. Number 1, are they familiar with what high ticket space is or what high ticket sales are? If not, your setter has to explain that. Give them a breakdown of how this person can benefit from coming into the high ticket sales space. And admission of inefficiencies basically meaning we're looking for pain or desire, right? So someone wants to make money online. We have to find out why they can't do it themselves or why they would even need us and why they reached out to us. And they will give that to you. Ask the right way. Again, this is a different conversation for setting. If your setters are not doing that, you might want to replace them or get them trained up. And then our goal is to find some sort of pain and desire. Once we have that pain and desire, you have to build a need for the call. Building a need for the call basically means that you've already given them with the value Google Doc, you've already given them how they can solve this pain themselves, how they can do this thing themselves. But to build a need for the call, you have to let them know, look, you can either go trial and error on your own for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. If you want a faster path to XYZ result, we can jump on a call and see if this makes sense for you. And then you book a call. There's other qualification processes, which I don't want to get into now. This is just an overview of an Instagram B2C funnel. So this is the process someone would go through if you're doing paid ads. All right here. Relatively simple. Ads directly to your DM. You find out these two things, find pain, desire, build a need for the call, book a call. Next is organic. Again, link in bio is organic. When you're putting stories in, if you have an audience of 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 people, and you're putting stories in with CTAs or you're doing polls and stuff like that, your setter can reach out to people who respond to your CTA. Your setter can reach out to people who vote on your polls. Yes, no, making XYZ, whatever it might be, so on and so forth. Even on your Facebook profile, if you're doing stuff like this. So organic, someone hits you with a CTA. Two things you have to find out. The thing with organic Instagram, especially, and this was an issue we ran into when we started doing, and even a client of mine, we started doing Instagram shout outs. When they do shout outs, it's going out to everyone on Instagram. It's not targeted. Paid media is targeted. Like, I only want to advertise to people in the United States, the big five: United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, so on and so forth. Ideally, you want to start with the United States and Canada, where everything functions off the dollar. With Instagram shoutouts and organic, you will have a lot of third world country people that are following your content. So when, let's say, if you have an audience of 30,000 people, in reality, you might only have 5,000 that actually function in dollars. The rest, the big populations, they might be from India, Pakistan, Africa. Like there's a lot of third world countries. Nothing against them, but trying to sell them something that's 3, 4, 5K USD is going to be very tough. So we avoid it altogether. So first thing your setter needs to do when someone sends you a CTA organically is find out what country they're from, where they're located. Hey, just for context, where you're located. They tell you if it's a third world country, remove them from the DMs or send them to a private community if you have one. All right. Ideally, that's what you want to do. You don't want to completely disregard them. Send them to nurture themselves into a different location, into a different sales asset into your community, ideally. If you have someone that's in the first world, cool. You send them the Google Doc. And by the way, you can send these people the Google Doc also. They might benefit from it, but chances are these are the ones that are going to be benefit from this. So anyways, send them the Google Doc, and then you find the pain and desire. What is it they're missing out of that Google Doc? Why can't they implement the Google Doc on their own? The Google Doc, mind you, it's a value Google Doc that has a step-by-step of how they can get XYZ result. I'll do another video on this. But you find the pain and desire, admission of help, admission of inefficiencies, right? They have to admit to you that they need help. They have to admit to you that they can't do XYZ because of ABC. They have to admit to you that they want to work with you. And then you position our product, our as in yours, or your service as a possible solution or a possible key to getting them the result that they want. And then you book a call. Okay. Now, these are two ways that are, again, this is an overview. I don't want to go into too much detail on this specific video. I will on the setting process, what each look like. I promise you guys will get so many videos on this channel. You should be able to build an entire business just off of this channel. But yeah, that's the breakdown of the Instagram B2C value sales process that we currently have right now. By the way, everything you get on this channel is also not theoretical. This is something that we actually have functioning right now, that we actually have running right now. All right, that's it for this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.